the Albino Ministerial Alliance Coalition in the city of Portland. We've come a long way in what has been a very, should I say, challenging process to get to this agreement that we will all be signing today. As you said in the beginning, Mayor, there's certainly we still have some concerns and some questions, and we'll continue to provide input and advocacy around the issues that we think we have not moved far enough. Dan mentioned, and Reverend Knudsen mentioned the 48-hour rule. Even the Department of Justice said nowhere else in the country do people get 48 hours before they have to give a statement. I encourage each of you to make sure that there's not another union contract where that is a part of the PPA's contract. I think the other thing is most of you were here during the last PPA contract talks, and so I want to give an example about the what the public thinks they get and then what they really get in reality. And so I sat through the last public PPA contract talks. As a member of the public, I thought it made common sense to give police a bonus for being physically fit. And so when I sat and heard that police were going to have to meet some fitness criteria, as a member of the public, I thought that means that less people will get shot because police will be in shape and they'll actually be able to chase people as compared to shooting people. Imagine my surprise a few months later when I read in the Oregonian that every single police officer got $823 for having their blood pressure taken and their finger pricked. That was pretty appalling. And I hope that you will correct that egregious error that came from the last contract while we were in contract talks this time. I want to compliment you, Mayor, because with your leadership and Baruti Authority and Gail Shipley being in your office, I, for the first time in a long time, feel like there's someone at the top levels of government paying attention to what's taking place in Portland Police Bureau. And so I want to thank you for having the right people in the right positions to move this agreement forward. I also want to thank Commissioner Fritz for her leadership and actually taking on oversight of the implementation of this settlement agreement. I want you to I want to also share that I'm a little worried about where we will ultimately be with this settlement agreement. Mr. Mayor, you weren't here, but the public had very little input into the initial settlement agreement. In fact, there was a new copy showed up the day the City Council was voting on it. That's how little opportunity the members of the public had to really review and understand the settlement agreement. At some point, Judge Simon is going to implement a community fairness hearing. That will be the first time many members of the public will have an opportunity to weigh in on whether or not what was proposed by the last City Council makes sense today as far as the settlement agreement is concerned. I'm also concerned that we keep hearing reports that a whole lot of changes have already happened. Don't worry about it, we fixed it, we put this in place, we put all these other policy decisions in place, and we fixed the problems within Portland Police Bureau. I want you to know I'm concerned that we are telling the public that somehow we're fixing problems before the settlement agreement has been filed with the federal court, and we don't have the community oversight mechanism in place to ensure that what we're being told has been fixed has truly been fixed. And so I want to thank you for the opportunity that the courts gave the AMA Coalition to be a part of this effort. And I want to thank you, Mayor and Commissioner Fritz, for your willingness to meet with us regularly and to really hear the community's concerns as we move forward to build a police department that actually serves the community with community police officers. Thank you.